Shannon Boyd. I'm the school social worker at Evelyn Intermediate and Lester Elementary School. Most of it's just preparing them, meeting with the families. We do that at the end of the school year to prepare them for what's to come from middle school, especially from 6th grade going into 7th grade. So we make sure we introduce them to the team teachers that they'll have at the middle school, resource teachers, principal, anybody that's going to be involved with them. So if it's a therapist, they're involved.
My name is Todd Reagan. I teach 5th and 6th grade II, which is intensive intervention at Evelyn Intermediate School.
All right, what do you think is the toughest part of the transition from intermediate school to middle school?
I think getting the kids to be more independent in their movements throughout the school and their schoolwork.
What kind of things do you do in your classroom to make them more independent students?
The first thing we do when I'm in a team with 2 other teachers, and we first group the kids with socially for homerooms, and then we split them up and group them based on their math and reading abilities, so our kids get to move throughout the school on an independent basis, and it teaches them to be able to, go from room to room in orderly conduct. Also, my students in my room have to keep up with notebooks, so they have to, for reading or writing or math, they do their notebook, put it up for the day. They have to keep it in order and by date and stuff like that.
My name is Nicole Wells, and I teach 5th and 6th grade at Evelyn Intermediate School.
All right, so tell me about this hygiene unit that you just finished.
Recently we started working with a hygiene unit, and it was really studying the body and why it was important to keep it clean. So we did activities with baby oil and soap, and showing how the soap will soak up the oil, and why it's important to use soap. We looked at deodorant and what it actually means to have an antiperspirant. So it gave the kids in my classroom a little more meaning to why they need to wash their hands and take a shower and use deodorant, because at this age they know they have to do it, but they don't see why it's important.
My name is Tracy Deaton, and I teach at Evelyn Intermediate School. I teach 5th and 6th grade II.
What are some of the things that you do in your classroom to prepare your students for the real world?
We talk about real life situations, especially when we go to field trips. We take them to the Grove Park, so they know how to act out in public. We take them to eat at a restaurant. They know how to go through a buffet line. They know how to order a drink or their food. We work a lot with money and time, just so they can have the ability to count money, even if it's just basic.